Hi guys, I am Syrachime and I welcome you back to another episode of my Pokemon FireRed Let's Play. In the last episode, we took one route out of two to Fuchsia City, and in this episode we're going to take the other route that will get you to Fuchsia City. And if you're wondering why I'm in Pallet Town, the reason for that is because, as it turns out, this is actually the beginning of where this route actually starts. So if you start here in Lavender Town, you could actually work your way down Route 12 and get onto Route 13, which will take us to the very long route of 14, which will take us to the medium-sized route of 15, all the way down to Fuchsia City. We got a lot to do, so I say we get right on it. So we're going to run over here, because I like running. Not really. That's one of those things I also don't like up there with nature. If you go down here, there's actually something up here you may want. If you talk to this girl right here, I've already done it. But if you talk to her, she will give you a very important TM. That is the TM Return. Basically, that does more damage the more your Pokemon likes you. And I think it can have a max base power of 100. So that means that is the strongest normal type move you can get in this game aside from Hyper Beam. So yeah, if you want that, you can get that there. I've got it. I will probably teach it to another Pokemon later, but we'll do that at a later time. And once on this route, there are apparently a Pokemon trainer waiting on me. Yeah, I got a bite here. Are you talking about the fish or me? I really hope you're not talking about me. Okay, so we got this trainer here named Ned. He starts out with a Goldeen, and I will start out with an whatever that Aqualay is. Still don't know if it's a mermaid or whatever it is. So we're just going to keep biting things here, because biting fish is fun. Well, not really. I do like fish. Actually, I don't like fish. Who knows what I like? So we're going to send out Rafflesia, because it has not seen a great deal of screen time because of all the poison-type Pokemon it faces. It sends out a Poliwag. And we will use the Seeds of Death. How many times will we have to do it? I say 3, and it goes 2. Yes, I realize I got that wrong. Maybe I did it on purpose. Who knows? Okay, so now we have another Goldeen here. I think we'll switch out that for Pecky. I think Pecky can use the screen time here. I feel sorry for that three-headed bird. Okay, so we'll use another Tri-Attack here because I can. We will burn, electrocute, and freeze the fish all at one time. And there goes whatever that thing is. One of the few water-type Pokemon I know that can learn Peck. Okay, that takes care of Ned. Just a small fry. Don't call me a small fry. I have a three-headed bird that could peck out your eyes. Ah, well, moving on. And we have another trainer there, and apparently this one is not required. And I've got epic ninja skills. Haha. Moving on. I'm not going to chance it like I did. And we have another trainer here, which is probably... Look the other way. Oh, here's my ninja skills at work. The Fishing Fool versus Pokemon Kid. You call yourself a fool? Oh, well. Oh, well, you know what, fool? I'm going to take you out. He only has one Pokemon. That's not too bad. We will use this insane special attack, which is a physical move, Bite. To bite things and take them out. Oh, it's going to use Flail. That does more damage the weaker that you are. Normal type move does more damage the weaker that you are. Not too bad of a move, but not too good at the same time, depending on what Pokemon you find. That takes care of the Pokefool Hank. Wait, the Fishing Fool. Touch too much. Don't touch me. Oh my... What is with these old people and being weird? Okay, so I don't trust my ninjas. Oh! Alright, I've already shown a couple of battles, and... yeah, this video is going to be long otherwise, so I'll be right back. Alright, sorry about that cut there, guys. You didn't miss anything, just an old man not being able to do anything against me. Over there is another double battle. Actually, I forgot the first one didn't show. Alright, moving on. And this is where that fat Pokemon was. If I stand here, I am now the fat guy blocking the path. I'm not fat. Okay, moving on. Totally just insulted myself here. If you go to this house right here, you will get a very good item. I highly recommend you do this. So if you talk to this guy, he will give you I'm the fishing guru's younger brother. I simply love fishing. I can't bear to go without. Tell me, do you like to fish? Already been through this. Don't like fish, don't like nature, don't like running. A lot of things I don't like, but we'll just humor this guy and say yes. Grand, I like your style. I think we could be friends. We've seen this before. And with that, he gives us the Super Rod, the best rod in the game. Now with this rod, you actually have the opportunity to catch a lot of different Pokemon. If you catch a big Magikarp with that rod, I want to see it. As much as I love fishing, I also love seeing gigantic Magikarp. I actually don't know how the Magikarp thing works, and I'm not gonna check that out, so moving on. I might check it out later. Okay, so like I was saying, you now have the Super Rod, which can catch a lot of really good Pokemon, and as it turns out, you can actually find a lot of good new ones right here on this route. Those Pokemon that you can find with the Super Rod are... The first new Pokemon you could find here on this route with the Super Rod is one that is exclusive to FireRed, and that is the Water-type Pokemon Horsea. Now, Horsea's not a horrible Pokemon, but nothing about it really stands out all that much either. As it evolves, it gets a pretty good special attack stat and a pretty modest speed, along with a pretty good defense stat, but unfortunately this is offset by a low special defense and a low HP stat, meaning that this thing can't really take a lot of hits. You know, it's respectfully powerful, and it has enough bulk on the physical side that it could take a few hits, but you know, it's just average all around otherwise. And if Horsea had the advantage of evolving into its final evolution, Kingdra, it would gain an excellent type, and you get a whole lot better stats across the board, but because you get Seadra, I couldn't necessarily recommend this Pokemon. I mean, if you're looking for a water type, it can do the job okay. Just know that there are some better options out there, and this one's kind of only modest at best. The second Pokemon you could find here with the Super Rod is also one that is exclusive to FireRed, and that is the Water-type Pokemon Psyduck. Now, Psyduck is a lot like Horsea in that it has a modest speed and a modest special attack stat, but unlike Horsea, it has better defenses, meaning that this thing functions a lot better as a bulky Water-type Pokemon. So if you're looking for a Water-type Pokemon, I could definitely recommend this one over Horsea. It's just unfortunate that it's really rare. You only have a 1% chance of actually finding a Psyduck, but if you do find it, Psyduck has the potential to learn a whole lot of good special moves to take advantage of that special attack stat, and it has the ability to raise that stat with a move or a TM that you can get later on in this game. So, if you're looking for a Water-type Pokemon, I could recommend this one okay. Another Pokemon you could find here is one that is exclusive to Leaf Green, and that is the Water-type Pokemon Krabby. Now, when Krabby grows, it gets a really good physical attack stat, but unfortunately, it doesn't learn any moves to take advantage of that stat. In this game, Water-type moves are special-based, and Krabby's special attack is just completely awful. There's a lot of missed potential here. If Kingler had the ability to learn some good physical moves, I could definitely recommend it, but because it doesn't really have the potential to learn any good moves, I wouldn't necessarily recommend Krabby at all. If you're looking for a Water-type Pokemon, I would definitely bypass this one just because it can't learn anything good. The other Pokemon you could find that is exclusive to Leaf Green is the Water Psychic type Pokemon Slowpoke. Now, Slowpoke is actually not that bad of a Pokemon. It is basically the definition of a bulky water type by having really good defenses all around and a high HP stat. That combined with a pretty good special attack means that this thing can take the hits and dish out the damage at the same time. That plus its psychic typing means that you've got a Pokemon that can really hit hard with a variety of different moves. It's unfortunate that it is slow, but you know, why do you really need speed when you've got something that can really take hits and dish out some damage like this thing can? If you're looking for a bulky water-type Pokemon and you don't have a Squirtle, or you didn't turn your Eevee into a Vaporeon, I would highly consider looking at this Pokemon right here. The final Pokemon you could find here is the Water-flying type Pokemon Gyarados. Now, Gyarados isn't a horrible Pokemon, but at the same time, it really doesn't reach its full potential here. As I've stated before, Water-type moves are special in this generation, and because of its low special attack stat, you won't be able to take advantage of any of its stab moves. But that doesn't mean that Gyarados is a bad Pokemon. It gets access to some pretty decent physical attacking moves, and that, combined with the ability to learn Dragon Dance, which raises both your speed and attack by one stage every time you use it, means that you could have a really dangerous Pokemon on your team. It's just unfortunate that it doesn't have any physical water moves to take advantage of. If it did, I could recommend this thing a whole lot more, but Because of that, I'd kind of recommend looking for something that can hit hard on the special attacking side, because all Gyarados can do is hit from the physical side, and you won't get any super powerful moves for Gyarados for a long time to come yet. Lots of good water-type Pokemon. But I'm not going to go for any because I already have a good water-type Pokemon in the form of Aqualay. And now I'm going to try to use my ninja skills to, get away from that guy. Ooh, item. And a trainer. Aw, why do items always have to be by the trainers? Well, you know what? I'm bypassing it. If I need it, I'll come back for it, and we have a required trainer here. Oh well, what are you going to do about it? Go for the trainer! Oh, I totally just used my ninja skills to get past you. And if you come over here, you will see patches of grass, which means, yes, there are even more new Pokemon to see here. What are those new Pokemon, you ask? Well, they are... The first Pokemon you could find in this route is one that is exclusive to FireRed, and that is the Grass Poison type Pokemon Gloom. Now, there isn't a whole lot more that I could say about Gloom that I didn't say about Oddish. As I said before, it has good defenses, it has a really good special attack stat, and has the potential to be a really good, well-rounded Pokemon. If you didn't pick up an Oddish before, I could recommend picking up a Gloom now. It's about midway through the game, and if you don't have a Grass type, this wouldn't be a bad Pokemon to consider. So, if you're looking for a Grass type, there isn't much more I can say about it that I haven't said already. Here's a decently good Grass type if you are playing FireRed. The second Pokemon you could find here is one that is exclusive to Leaf Green, and that is the Grass Poison type Pokemon Weepinbell. Now, as with Gloom, there isn't much more I can say about Weepinbell that I haven't said about Bellsprout. You have a Pokemon here that is pretty frail defensively, but has the potential to be a very dangerous mixed attacker. It's just unfortunate that it doesn't learn any good special or physical moves for quite some time to come yet, but if you're playing Leaf Green and you didn't pick up a Bulbasaur and you're wanting a Grass Poison type, I would highly recommend considering this Pokemon right here, especially if you didn't pick up Bellsprout before. So, if you're looking for a good Grass type Pokemon, here's your chance to get one right here. The final Pokemon you could find here is the Bug Poison type Pokemon Venonat. Now, Venonat may seem like a decent Pokemon because it has a modest speed and special attack stat, but this is unfortunate because it doesn't really learn any good moves to take advantage of that stat. Bug-type moves in this generation have low base power, meaning that they're not going to be hitting very hard, and Poison-type moves in this generation are physical, meaning that it has no stab moves to really take advantage of those special attack stat. But it's not horrible, I guess. It can learn Psychic, and it's one of the few Poison-type Pokemon that can learn it. But outside of that, I'm afraid Venonat doesn't really offer anything worthwhile to your team. So, if you're looking for a good contributing member to add to your team, I'd look elsewhere because this Pokemon just doesn't have the moves to take advantage of the stats that it has. Lots of new Pokemon in this area. Okay, moving on. So now we know what's over there. We enter Route 13. Oh, and we run into a trainer. I found Carbos in a cave once while I was spelunking? How do you spelunk? Oh well, we'll show this. We've been intensive with bios, so we will show a battle now with a Goldeen. You know, I got some kind of funny trivia. Goldeen is supposed to represent a goldfish in this game, but where exactly do you see gold anywhere on that fish? I mean, there's brown, so you could say it looks like a bronze fish, but I just don't see gold anywhere. Heh, like that SpongeBob joke. And I won't tell that. Okay, maybe I will. Did you hear what happened to the goldfish that went bankrupt? You already know the answer, because I already told you. He's a bronze fish now. You know what, I'm going to turn this Poliwag, which is supposed to be based off of a tadpole, but somehow has feet. We're going to thunderbolt it to the next county. Now I got into saying that, except shocking the water thing. Shocking the frogfish. I think that's what it is. And now we have a Horsea. What are we going to do with that? Well, first of all, if you rearrange this name, you will see it is Seahorse. But because, oh wait. Oh, that could be, okay, we're just going to stop that there. That does not say Seahorse, it says something else that's just not quite right. Now we'll go there because yeah. Okay, moving on from that weird thing. Oh my god! My bird Pokemon want to battle with you. I don't want to battle for... Walked right into that one. Alright, we're going to show this one too. If we're going to go intensive on bios, we're going intensive on Pokemon battles. I'm going to send out a Pidgey. We're going to freeze the feathers off that thing. Or maybe we won't. Yeah, we'll do it. And use Quick Attack, the natural enemy of my Electra. You do it, Aqualay. Freeze the feathers off that bird. I still want to see what these birds look like without feathers. I can just... Hey, it's a Pidgeotto. There I go, getting off track again. You know what? We're going to send out Cole. Cole hasn't seen a lot of action since last episode. Been primarily water types. What reason have I had to actually send Cole out there? And again, this is another one of those. There I go. It's going on. Oh no! Rate of a Charmander again. Run! Yes, this is one of those reasons why Charmander's a hard Pokemon to use because of all the water types in this game. But I'm still doing it because I am brave. Or foolish. We will never know. Okay, that takes care of that. And as I was saying before I was rudely interrupted, there is actually a new Pokemon you could find here on this route. But instead of going to a bio, I'm just going to say this. That new Pokemon is Ditto, normal type, not worth your time. Low stats across the board, can only transform, and it can't even pull that off because of how low its stats are. Moving on. Yes, it's so horrible it's not even worth a bio. Now we're going to use my fantastic ninja skills to get caught. I told I'm good for a kid. What? I'm told I'm good for a kid. Oh, I'm probably looking at it a different light than what she's probably meaning to say. Okay, never mind. Ignoring that. Oh, we have a long battle with birds here. Okay, because this is probably going to be nothing but a bunch of Pidgeys, I'm going to cut this battle, and I will meet you guys after it is over. I will be right back. Okay, sorry about that cut there, guys. Just a bunch of Meowths, Pikachus, and stuff like that. Nothing you guys haven't seen before. Okay, so there's several routes you could take here, and they will all lead the way out, but I think there is a way that you can get through this without having to do a single battle if you're careful, so I'm going to try. But me and my ninja skills, it probably will not work, so let's see. No, that won't work. Let's move around over here. And I think we will have to battle this guy here. No, you don't have to. Alright, if I'm really sneaky, I can do this. Look away. Yes, I did it. Maybe there's hope for me being a ninja yet. And if we go over here, we did it. Not a single battle. Haha. And we'll just sneak around these guys here because I'm having such fantastic luck with ninja skills. I am on fire. Oh my goodness, that could have went really badly. I should have gotten spotted there, but gotta be careful. There are a lot of trainers here. If you want to level grind, that's the second time I've gotten lucky. If you want to level grind, I highly recommend going over here and doing this. I'll probably do this off screen to level up a little bit, but yeah, I'm not going to do that right now. Okay, so I'm going to use cut here, and as you probably saw, or maybe didn't see, we've entered a new route, and oh, there it is, a new route right there. And as it turns out, there are no new Pokemon from this point on, so yeah, the only new one that I mentioned before and didn't give a bio to is Ditto, which I feel kind of bad about that now. But there's nothing to say about it. It has subpar stats everywhere. It's normal type Pokemon, and its only move it can learn is Transform. It's great for Pokemon breeding. Nothing out. And there's TM18 Rain Dance. That is a fantastic move that use that at range for 5 turns. Okay, with that, we have officially made it to this building here, where if we go upstairs, I don't know what's up here. Ooh, we have another aide for Professor Oak. Hi, remember me? I'm Professor Oak's aides. Oh my gosh, they're everywhere. They're spreading like diseases. If your Pokédex is completed, species of... Well, yeah, if you have 50 species, it's supposed to give you a reward. The experience share. This is a really, really good move. And I highly recommend you start catching Pokemon if you want to get this thing. Basically, what the experience share does is you equip that to a low-leveled Pokemon, and as you battle, that Pokemon that has the experience share will get half of the experience you get from the battle. It's kind of a slow way to level up, but if you have a really low member to your team, then I'd highly recommend trying to get this thing because it could really help you later on in your journey. But my team, I've got my team pretty well leveled up, and they're all around the same level, so I'm not going to get this thing. So we're going to move on now. And once we do that, we come to Route 15 again, where we will take this incredibly long journey yet again to Fuchsia City. And we have made it here once again. Both routes to Fuchsia City. I am so happy. I don't know what I'm happy about, but I am happy. Okay, so yeah, we are here at Fuchsia City. I've demonstrated my horrible ninja skills, showed off a lot of new Pokemon, and not one that I probably should have but didn't, so I think that's going to do it for this episode. Next time in Pokemon FireRed, we have finally made it here to Fuchsia City. I say we look around a little bit, see what's here, figure out what we need to do, and just kind of do things from there. So, yeah. With that, I will catch you guys next time.